Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So as you know, it's still Wimbledon is still ongoing, but what I want to talk about in this quick video is the 5 most controversial moments of the Wimbledon Championships. Now you might have your own as well, and there's lots of things in the news that is ongoing, and I think I'll probably do a second part of this video. But what I want to talk about is these moments which I found were like either controversial or a bit strange. And the first one is Ons Jabeur kicking the net when she started to lose her match. Now I've seen Ons Jabeur, I know that she obviously reached the final of Wimbledon. I think might have been last year or the year before. She's always got far in the competition, but this time around she just was not on her game. And I think because she was so frustrated because the build-up of Wimbledon and everything else, but it just was a really strange thing to do because she wasn't making she was making errors, but it wasn't like she was, out of the game. But then all of a sudden she just got really angry, completely lost it and started kicking the net. I don't know if I've ever seen a tennis player actually getting all the way up to the net and start just kicking it. She was proper losing it. And I just think because I wasn't expecting it, I think that was just a weird moment in the game, similar to the next thing, which is Coco Gauff, who is on Instagram. Everyone's always saying that she's, a role model to others. She's always seemed so polite, so put together. She never usually loses her cool. And she went completely out of character when she was screaming at her coaches. So because the mic picked it up, it just made it worse because she was saying, "What do you want me to do? You're not telling me what to do." And I just felt sorry for her, but it also felt weird because it's like I'm not used to seeing that side of her. And it's not criticising these athletes, these tennis players. They're on court for 2 hours, and they're building up to Wimbledon. It's only once a year. This is no criticism, but obviously you're watching something that's been filmed, it's on TV, you've got a billion audiences all over the world, so people are going to pick up on these things. And I just feel for Coco. I did feel sorry for her, but at the same time I thought it was strange. Even the commentators were saying, why is she shouting at her coaches? They can't tell her what to do. She's the one that's playing the game. So the third one as well is Ostapenko. So Ostapenko, I love her because I think, it's a love or hate relationship people have with her. People say, some people think she's got a bad attitude. To me, she's changed her attitude quite a lot. But in this game, she was losing and she told her coach to leave the box. She literally she kicked her coach out of the game. And I just think that that's really strange thing to do. But all these things are obviously making the headlines. All of these things are what happens when certain people are under pressure. But to me, I'm just finding it really fascinating that the people that you would least expect some of these things to do, they're doing it. And that was another controversial moment. Another moment which was also not out of character, because Djokovic, is one of my favourite tennis players, but I know that lots of people don't like his attitude. Lots of people have lots to say about him. I think personally that there is lots of favouritism on the BBC for certain tennis players. So Alcaraz can do no wrong. They keep going, oh, he's 21. Oh, we're so glad he's in the tennis matches. Oh, he's doing all the best. He can do no wrong. And then Djokovic, I think they like the way they commentate on him. It's like lukewarm. Anyway, in this particular incident, Djokovic was playing against someone called Rune. Duna, I think is it Rune? Yeah, from Denmark. That's how you pronounce it. And the crowd apparently were saying "roo, roo, roo," I think, which then Djokovic thought they were booing. Now Djokovic in his interview said that he felt that they were pretending that they were just cheering for Rune, but really they were booing him. The commentators were saying why is he being paranoid and no one hates him and blah blah, and they were just cheering. Either way, I could see it from his point of view, because if you're an athlete and you're playing tennis, you don't need to be hearing what sounds like booing. That you're not at a football match here, it's at Wimbledon, and maybe he's got into his head, maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong, no one knows, only the fans know what they were doing. But he had a right to speak out, but I think he was then getting booed. And even before his next match now with Musetti, people are already booing, so I think they're not going to be on his side. And the final thing was all this mix-up with Emma Raducanu pulling out of the doubles championship. Now I feel really sorry for Emma, because at the end of the day, say if you're in your top of your game, or you admire or you look up to someone. So say Usain Bolt, when he was at the top of his game, invited like a Jamaican sprinter to be part of the relay team. They would probably say, yeah, I want to be part of this because Usain Bolt has asked, this is a fantastic opportunity. But then later on they might think, oh, well, this is going to be too much for me because I'm also running in the 100 metres. Now, Emma said yes because she was excited, and you know, it's Andy Murray. Then she obviously got up, realised she's had problems with her wrist, but also I think it was more than that. She just realised this is too much on top of the singles match that I've got to do. She pulled out. Fair enough. Andy Murray was upset because it doesn't give him another opportunity to play at Wimbledon, but at the same time, his mother didn't need to get involved and say what she felt. It was nothing to do with her. And also, I think Andy Murray didn't need to choose Emma Raducanu at the end of the day. He could have chose Harriet Dart. She's number 2 in the British number 2. He could have chose Katie Bolter. She's British number 1. These are 2 players who have had their matches. They were probably available. They probably would have said yes. They've probably got more experience in doubles. He chose Emma, and which is nice. But at the end of the day, she just couldn't go through with it. People have been awful to her. You know, there's things on X, that used to be called Twitter, that are saying nasty things. I've seen stuff on MSN where they're calling her the B word. You know, people are just being ruthless at the end of the day and saying she's spoilt and that she's ruined Andy's, final experience. It's too late for him to choose someone. This is sport, you know. At the end of the day, he still was in the doubles with his brother. He still has won Wimbledon. You can never take that away from him. Tim Henman tried many years. You've even got Henman Hill that is dedicated to Tim Henman. Andy Murray will still be a legend. You know, he will still be remembered for some of the most memorable tennis matches. So yeah, he doesn't have to, see it as a bad thing, but I don't think Emma should be treated that way. Let me know what your controversial moments have been, or just strange moments throughout this tournament. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching. Bye.